Whenever you're ready.
It's a beautiful night.
Sure is.
Not too hot like at home. At home it's hot. I didn't know what else to do, Tyler. I was scared. I don't want you to be mad. Train. I rode on a train at night once.
God, what a sound. Makes you want to just go. Not even care where. Just go.
Look there. You can see the smoke. Like little parachutes, not going up instead of coming down. I didn't know where else to go after you ran off like that.
I didn't run off. Came home on furlough.
I didn't know where you were going.
You should have, same as your brothers.
But I thought you'd come see me, or try to come see me.
My family was expecting me at home.
But I thought after we talked, after I told you.
Sarah, you only said you might be.
No, I told you I was.
You hadn't been to a doctor? How could you be sure?
Well, I am. I've been to a doctor now, and I am.
Now stop. Do your duties. Don't worry about doing the lines in particular, but do as much of the scene as you can with each other. And, you know the basic things that have got to happen, and some of your basic news to him, your basic reaction to her, your circumstance. Do about 3 minutes of an improvised version of this. So, again, you're not trying to say all the words around the script. I don't care about the specific words whatsoever. I care about you just interacting with each other and creating the reality of the scene. Stay over here where the light is. The audience is out there, remember that. So do you understand what I'm asking you to do?
Yeah.
Good. So you're doing this scene. Don't worry about those words at all. You know the circumstances, you know the goals and the tactics, essentially, okay? You know the news you're giving him, etc.
Okay. You shouldn't have come here. You've gotten my mother upset. It's just, I can't have this situation right now.
She doesn't really want me here, does she?
I'm not sure, but she is definitely upset, and we can't deal with this right now.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
I mean, Sarah, how?
We're in this together.
Sarah,
Okay, one thing. It's fine, I'm not to embarrass you at all, but there's a thing that a lot of people do when they get up on stage, and it's called sighing. Okay, those exhales, those vocal exhales. Don't do the vocal exhales.
Okay. Okay. Sarah, how old are you? 30? You've been married before. I don't understand how you could let this happen.
I'm 34, and my mom had me when she was 36.
And look at your mom now.
There's nothing wrong with my mom.
Sarah, I'm just
Tyler.
saying this is a bad situation, and there's not much we can do about it now. So I think you know what you need to do in order to correct it.
So that's it?
I think
You
we
want
don't
me to
have-
correct it, and
I
that's
don't think-
it?
I don't think we have another choice.
Why can't you just tell your parents? I told mine.
Sarah, I don't need to bring this into my family right now. Technically, it's your issue. Granted, I helped, but there's nothing I can do about it now. We have to take care of this. You have to take care of it.
I have to take care of it by myself. I was scared telling you in the first place, and that took guts for me to do, and you're just going to tell me to take care of it?
What do you want from me, Sarah? What would you like to see me do? I have to go back in 2 weeks.
I guess I thought maybe you could be happy about it.
Do it. I will. I'm sorry. I'm not. I think we have two options here. One, you go through with this alone, or two, you do what needs to be done. Sarah, I'm not ready for this.
Did you try to be? I mean, you're my brother's friend. I mean, you've known each other for a while. And maybe you're just shocked because this is the first time, you know?
And yeah, granted, it is, it's a shock, and I'm not sure how to handle it, except I do know that we have two options, and I don't know how else we can handle this. I'm no longer friends with your brother, so don't bring him into it, all right? Sarah, I
Good,
don't have
good,
money.
good, good, right there, that's good. You know? Okay. We only have a few minutes. That became interesting. What was interesting to anybody else who found it interesting?
It seemed she came a long way to tell him, and he was just kind of like, I need this right now, like, I don't have time for this, like, you shouldn't even bother with this, and she just kind of shocked by that. Like, that didn't look, her reaction to him being like, not wanting it was like, it looked like she wasn't expecting that. So, I don't know, I thought that was good on both their parts.
Yeah.
They kind of just had surprising reactions.
I thought she was a great combination of vulnerable yet determined, because though she could tell she was hurt and she wanted him to be happy and raise this with her, she was still gonna fight or at least a little bit try to win him over. She wasn't gonna just completely defer. And she was it's part of your responsibility. I thought you can do this and
That's very well put. That's very well put. A combination of vulnerable and determined. What about Stefano's character? What was he like? What was interesting about what he was doing?
Standoffish, like he didn't want any part of it, but like he knew there was two options, and he was determined that one of those two were gonna happen.
What would be the more loving thing for him to do? To pretend and say that he loves her when he doesn't, or to declare that he doesn't? Which is the more loving thing to do? I mean, honestly, be clear about what's actually so.
Yeah.
But he should take responsibility, I'm not ready to love you and raise this with you, but I'll help and give money since it's partly my fault.
Yeah. Of course, Stefano's just playing a role here. We're Stefano. Okay. Yeah, that was nice. What did you guys notice as the main difference when you were working without a script in your head?
To try to really make a connection.
Yes. And that made all the difference in the world. When you had the book, you hadn't had much time to practice. So I didn't get much of that sense of connection from you. And it was like you were doing the words on the page, mainly to the page. But when you were free of the book, you were doing the scene to each other. And you got reactions from each other. And it became interesting for me to watch. So good. Okay, guys, let me just go over